Team-ups in Marvel Rivals can sometimes be underestimated, so here are 5 maximum synergy team comps for you and your teammates to pull off in your next game. So no faffing about, let's get straight into it. Our first team, we are starting off with Captain America, so you should be able to see where this is going. Now Captain America only has one team up, and that is with the mighty Thor, which increases Captain America's damage and mobility. Thor also receives an additional 100 max HP, and the third piece of this puzzle, of course, is Storm, also giving Storm that extra damage capability. 2 Vanguards, 1 Duelist, so let's round the comp out with Hela, of course, teaming up with Thor. Now, when Hela gets any kills, Thor will get a shield. As well, if Thor is dead, when Hela gets a kill, he will actually be revived. So now you've got Giga Tank Thor with the extra health and the possibility of being revived mid-combat. And we might as well bring the whole family in with Loki, which also benefits the same with Hela. Now, that's pretty much all the team synergy that we can have in this team, so we'll round it out with a Rocket of all heroes. I picked Rocket for this team because the extra damage output with Storm and Hela will be unmatched with the additional bonus damage that Rocket can provide for the team, as well as this team being pretty stacked in damage in the first place. I think Rocket's ultimate giving the extra damage boost will just annihilate anything in this team's path. In the comment section below, I want you guys to leave some team names for these teams. I'll just name them 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let me know what you think these team names should be called. But that's team 1, so we'll move on to team 2. Now starting off team 2 with Hulk. I'm pretty sure everyone would have seen this combo by now, but of course you guessed it, followed up by Doctor Strange and then Iron Man. So this triple threat, we already get our 2 Vanguards and 1 Duelist. Hulk's Gamma Boost is a really good upgrade for both Doctor Strange and Iron Man. Doctor Strange not going into threat of having anti-healing, as well as his explosion radius is a bit larger and a little bit more damage, where Iron Man just gets a lot more damage. And the Hulk from this also gains 150 max health, making him even tougher to take down. And we might as well give Hulk something to play with, and that is Wolverine. Now, Hulk doesn't get any benefit from teaming up with Wolverine, but this is Wolverine's only team-up partner is the Hulk. That just gives Wolverine the ability to feral leap out of Hulk's arms. This really just gives the Wolverine another engage opportunity. This will give the enemies a lot to handle with whilst the Iron Man is still up in the sky firing down from above. And to round the comp out, we will chuck in Adam Warlock, giving the team some healing and the potential of revives. And finishing off, we will chuck in Mantis, giving the team up between Mantis and Adam. That ends up with 3 team synergies in this comp. Adam with Mantis on the squad, the part of his team up ability, he gains an additional 15% healing boost, so he will be able to heal the team that little bit better. And then of course Mantis being able to revive herself mid-combat every 2 minutes, as well as Mantis's healing is really effective on targets like Wolverine and Iron Man because they're going to be flying around and jumping all over the place and hard to keep track of. That's team 2. What do you guys think? For me, Iron Man team up with Hulk is one of my favorite things to do in the game. Got to use it in the recent OzTubers tournament and I racked up 64 eliminations. So that was a really fun game for me. But yes, team 2. So we'll move on to team 3 now. On to team 3, and this time we're going to be starting with the strategist. So first off, we have Jeff. The first appearance so far. And of course, he will be teaming up with Luna Snow. Now, Luna's team-up ability with Jeff, Luna gains an additional 15% healing, and of course Jeff gains the team-up ability of having ice in his Aqua Burst, his Spit, which increases his damage, adds a slowing effect to the shot, increasing the blast radius as well, and no damage fall off on that ability. So a massive damage buff for Jeff, so you can really unleash on him. That leads into Namor as well. This gives the ability of Namor to be able to throw out another aquatic being, which does damage as well as slowing the enemy. Who will benefit from all this slowing down? Someone like the Iron Fist, which needs to get up in the enemy's face and give him left, right, good night. And now this activates Iron Fist's team up with Luna Snow. Iron Fist gains additional 15% damage boost. And then this gives Luna a new ability, Frozen Chi, which is a frosty ring that radiates from her, which will knock back enemies, chilling damage and apply slowing effects while healing teammates around her as well. Now these four are the core of this synergy, all revolving really around Luna. So to fill the team out, you can really go either way with your two frontliners. We can either go the Doctor Strange and Hulk being your tanky front boys. Hulk is a really good pick for Jeff as well, just Jeff is able to constantly heal, and seeing that Hulk is really relying off his base HP, Jeff is a really good healer for Hulk. Or you can go the other way and go with Thor and Cap, going in deep diving with the Iron Fist, and with the enhanced mobility of Cap with Thor, the team is not escaping while Luna, Jeff, Namor are slowing the enemies down. Either, pick your choice. We can go, Cap, Thor, or Hulk and Strange. So that is our team 3. Moving on to our fourth team, starting with Magneto. And of course, his synergy is with Scarlet Witch. Now, I think this is one of the most underrated abilities in the game. Magneto unlocks this chaos energy and can use it at its full force with this amazing greatsword, which does up to 95 damage per hit. Actually crazy amount of damage which comes out from Magneto with his ability. And of course, Scarlet Witch also gets a 10% damage boost. And just the two heroes synergize in their kits pretty much anyway, with Scarlet Witch going into her ultimate. Magneto can just put a bubble around her, protecting her from incoming damage, and lets her build up her ultimate and get that off a lot easier. As well, Magneto using his ult at the same time can absorb all the projectiles coming at Scarlet while she is in ultimate. So really good team synergy between these two. Scarlet also doesn't have a high sustained amount of damage. Now with Magneto's new ability, he can make up for that lack of damage compared to the other heroes. Now these two don't really team up with anyone else, so we will round the comp out with Thor, Hela, and Loki. We've already mentioned their team up ability. The reason I picked Thor is because of his awakening rune, where he will throw out thunder, and it's very similar to Magneto. Your two tanks now will be able to dish out a lot of damage in a wide line in front of them and just clear anything in their path. If these two heroes use those abilities at the same time, you'll be able to absolutely obliterate your enemies. To finish the comp off, you can either go Luna Snow just for the healing properties, and her ultimate just being one of the best in the game. Or another good pick is Jeff, being able to just consistently shoot at Scarlet Witch when she's going into ultimate, just being able to heal her rapidly, one of the most effective at healing rapidly in the game. So either, Jeff or Luna, I think, to round this comp out. So that is your team 4, based around Scarlet Witch and Magneto's team up. And moving on to our last team, starting off with the key element of this one being Venom. So you can see where we're going here. Venom is an amazing tank, dives in, creates a ruckus, and can take out the enemy backline. So to go along with that, we have Penny, which is able to get some of Venom's goo. Venom from this team up gets 150 max health, which works really well into Venom's kit, seeing that his shield is based off of how much health you are missing. So this extra 150 health also increases his shield. And then Penny gets the ability of Armor Explosion, which pushes enemies away from her, dealing damage and reducing the incoming damage on Penny. Of course, we can't move past that without Spidey, which also gains the benefit from this explosion, and really good players can weave that ability into his kit to do massive amounts of damage. Now for the second duelist, we are going with Squirrel Girl, which also teams up with Spider-Man himself. Spider-Man gives Squirrel Girl the benefit of a web bomb, which does a explosion and ensnaring enemies in that blast. The team up for Spider-Man, he gets an extra 10% damage boost. A really good Spider-Man having this extra 10% damage and the extra ability in his kit is going to be unstoppable. So keep in mind, if you do have a good Spider-Man on your team, do recommend picking up Squirrel Girl and Venom to support him. Now to round this team off, we will go with Luna and Jeff. Jeff getting the extra ice properties from Luna, and then Luna getting the extra healing. So this team also features the triple threat team up. The reason Jeff is good here because it will help slow the enemy for either if the enemy is treading on Penny's mines and traps, they're less likely to move out of the way, as well as for Spider-Man to land his shots to swing in and get damage onto the enemy a lot easier with having slower targets to aim at. And then Luna just being Luna. And that's team 5. Now, I think this is one of the best reasons why it's good to try and learn a little bit of every hero in the game, because if someone is doing well on your team, you can change to a hero and boost their capabilities of carrying the game even further. Vice versa, your teammates can switch to make the adjustment to give you more capability of carrying that game. I think these team comps look pretty fun as well. Now, I know there's a lot more capabilities with going different numbers. I know I've left it as 222 for all the teams, but this is just keeping it simple and getting as much synergy as we can into the teams. Once again, let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below of what team you like the best, as well as the names that we should give each of these teams. Now, if you enjoyed this video and interested in more of my content in the future, please hit that subscribe button. It is completely free and it really helps out a small content creator like myself. We are about to hit 6,500 subscribers, so that will be amazing if we can hit that milestone. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like. My name is Big Bodster and we'll catch you in the next one.